The physical mind connects you to the matrix because it validates it as an actual experience and a veritable reality. That's why it is not going to be convinced otherwise that you're going to tell it that this is an illusion. It simply will not accept that as the absolute fact of truth because it has been conditioned to believe otherwise. So that's why it is the job of the soul to awaken the mind to the realization of the power of your unlimited transformative potential energy, that there is a connection that must be established and maintained to the higher self, which is that portion of your soul that consciously chose to not incarnate in human form. The physical mind is what connects you to this matrix. That is the single element that allows you to observe all of these experiences. Now, your metaphysical energies, such as your feelings and emotions, intentions, thoughts, awareness, intuition, perception, on and on and on, that is what validates these experiences for the soul, because the soul is wearing a human suit and the physical mind is like the generator of that suit. Like when you see the CDC enter into an area where it's contaminated with a deadly bacteria or something, they have to wear these hazardous material suits. These are suits that have power inside them it's a self-contained breathable atmosphere, which allows them to walk inside of an area that's contaminated with deadly, chemicals or whatever it is. So imagine your body is that suit and it has a tether to some sort of off-site area that's providing it fresh air. And the central nervous system, all of it is run by the computer, which is for the suit. But in this sense, it's your mind. And your mind is not a computer. It is the nucleus of the body. And that allows you to connect with this terrestrial density. I hope you're following so far. So this is the reason why they control your mind, because it's right at the vibrational frequency of the vibrational environment that they control and they've created. So it's the same element. It's an equivalent to that frequency of the matrix. So that's why it's boom. It's just there's no struggle to make this happen for them. It's effortless. It's just you're born here, your mind is under control. That's it. It's just done. Unless you awaken to the fact of your celestial potential at an early stage of development in your physical journey, then all bets are off. And that does happen from time to time because a lot of individuals are raised in very far off remote places, such as Nepal, Tibet, the Himalayas, and they almost essentially disconnect from modernity and technology. Not so much so, not entirely, because a lot of them do have cell phones and internet. But when you're pulled into this system, your mind is like a vibrational equivalent. But that's not to say that it doesn't have to be that way all the time, because your mind is capable of things that it's not being credited for, such as being metaphysical, cosmic, supernatural, and esoteric, which is the very foundation of true spirituality. Nothing to do with materialism, everything to do with source, soul, God, oneness. So it has the potential of, doing anything. You just have to awaken it. Like I've said in a previous video, go online and look up the human brain, but look up like artists' renderings of it, like a drawing, like a three-dimensional depiction of what the brain is. Like something that you see in a medical journal, like a color depiction of it, not hand drawn with the intricacies and everything. I'm talking about just like a computer-generated image that looks almost like cartoon-like. Then you take that and you invert it. You turn it upside down, invert the image, and you'll see it looks just like a fetus. That's not a mistake, because that's what the mind is. The mind is an infant soul that's to be born into the fourth dimensional reality. And then you're free. You don't have to come back here again. So until that time, you've got to recognize that your mind is right at level point with this matrix. You're basically, literally eye to eye with it. You're occupying the same vibrational atmosphere as the matrix. And don't forget, that's a vibrational environment that you did not create and you do not control. I've said in one of my previous videos, only focus your energy on things that you can control and things that you can change. You cannot change the matrix and you cannot control it. because it's not under your control to do that. What you can do, you can disconnect from it and begin the inception of your own personal journey inward, instead of the waste of time and futility in vain searching outside yourself for things that can never be found because they don't exist. So just recognize that you have the power to awaken your mind into becoming the most powerful element in all of the universe, which is the power of soul.